A new option for renters has come to Canada to help keep keep money in people's pockets when moving from place to place.
That's right. Rent Haven, based right here in the GTA, gives renters an alternative to paying first and last month's deposits, that is, to secure housing, allowing the renter to keep that cash on hand. Now, this is a model that's offered elsewhere in the world, but it hasn't been adopted in Canada until now.
So here with us in studio to discuss more is CEO of Rent Haven, Ian McLeod. Ian, thanks so much for joining us. So how does it work for renters? And then how does it work for landlords, this system where they don't have to pay all this cash up front?
Sure. Thanks for having me. I think everybody's acutely aware of the housing affordability issue in Toronto, both on homeowners and renters. What we do is we try to unlock the $4 billion that's sitting in landlord accounts for security deposits and last month's rent. So, as you know, when you sign a new lease, you've got to put up first month's rent, last month's rent, and you've got furniture and moving expenses. So there's right now, as I say, $4 billion sitting doing really nothing in landlord accounts. It doesn't really do much for the landlords, and it's tenant savings that really could be used for RSP contributions or pay down debt. So what we offer is an alternative to that traditional cash deposit. It's a guarantee. So the tenant pays us, Rent Haven, a small fee each month instead of putting up the deposit. For the landlord, if there's ever a default, and Canadian tenants tend not to default, we've got a very good track record, but if in the unlikely event that there is a default, there's a guarantee, a bond that's backed by Aviva Insurance, and they step in to make that payment.
So how widespread is this, Ian? How available is it that landlords are either offering this, or that can I as a tenant say I've got this bond and backed it up? How does it work?
So right now we are in Ontario and British Columbia with plans to go right across Canada. We are just about to go into market, so we have landlords that we're partnering with that will offer our product to those new tenants. And as time goes on, I think we're gonna grow rapidly, because we've found that a lot of landlords right now are really eager to do things to help tenants where they can, and our product doesn't cost them anything, and it's really no risk to them.
Okay, so it's not everywhere yet. You've partnered with a few landlords on this initiative, but hopefully it's going to grow as more people catch on. And let's say I'm a renter and I'm looking for this. I'm looking to pay monthly. What kind of criteria or stipulations need to be met in order for me to sign up to be with Rent Haven?
Well, with our partner landlords, as long as you qualify with the landlord, and you meet their normal criteria, credit check and employment checks and those kinds of things, you're good with Rent Haven. So the approval process is on your phone. It's simple, quick, easy, and off you go.
It sounds to me like it's almost no risk for the landlords based on this. So what kind of response are you getting? Are you hearing, like, once they hear about Rent Haven, they're saying, hey, I'd like to get in on this because maybe that'll entice more people to rent with me?
Yeah, that's exactly it. So as you know, the rental market and the real estate market in Canada has been kind of the same for decades, and we've done things the same way for a long time. So what we're finding now, and again, with all the publicity about affordability, really responsible landlords are saying we want to do things to help, even if they're relatively small along the, for the tenant. So the response has been really, really good. And I think what's going to happen, as soon as we get one, we'll get two and three, and then we're going to grow quite quickly, similar to what's happened in the United States with the product.
And one last question, Ian, I'm just curious. So you sign up with Rent Haven, you pay a small monthly fee, $8 to whatever it is you can kind of afford. And that money, it doesn't go to your rent, you don't see it. It's just kind of the fee for not paying that huge chunk of money,
That's
essentially.
Correct. Yeah, and when your last month comes, you still need to honor that rent at that time.
Yeah, okay.
That's right.
Sounds like a pretty good deal.
Yeah, thank you.
Ian McLeod with Rent Haven, appreciate this. Thanks for introducing us. Really interesting. It's a Canadian first here in this market now. So thanks for being here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ian. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.